Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're in chapter 5. There are 48 verses, I believe, and most of them are in red lettering, meaning Jesus says a lot of things, so that's exciting. If you have not seen any of the rest of Matthew, the first 4 chapters, go watch them videos, or at least just go read them chapters before we do this one. This one will make a lot more sense. And so go ahead and open up your Bible, or you could just sit there and listen to me read. And I'm going to go ahead and read. Sorry, the curtain shutting. Alright, so here we go. Chapter 5, verse 1. And seeing the multitudes, he went up to into the mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him. And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. So this is Jesus talking. He's saying, bless these people, the people that are mourning for the lost ones and stuff, for them to be comforted, or for the weak-spirited people. And and that goes down, honestly, that goes down to verse 10. So, all right, verse 6. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. So those ones who are, in a way, like, okay, if you're hungry, you're obviously going to do anything you can. If you're starving to death, to get food. So these people are hungry for righteousness, and he's basically saying that they shall be filled, because they're starving of righteousness. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall rivale you, and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. And a lot of people don't know what they're working for up in heaven, but each of everybody gets a mansion and a crown, and then the crown will be based on your works of God as well as the mansion. So just how many gems you have on your crown, how big it'll be, how glorious it'll look, your mansion, how big it will be, how glorious it'll look. And nobody's gonna be jealous of each other, but you might be thinking, that stinks. I wish I could have. I wish I did do more for God, but but you're not going to be jealous of the other person or anything like that. But these are things you're working for up in heaven. Your place up in heaven, and even if you could be the poorest person, in reality, like here on earth, you're going to be you could be living on the streets or whatever. But just like I think it was Lazarus and Abraham or something, one of them, and he was the rich guy, and he's over there burning in hell, asking for a drink. And it was either Abraham or there was someone else, I can't remember who it was. And he was poor on earth, but here he is, in this glorious paradise, and he's got all, anything he wants, water, food, whatever. He's wealthy, he's rich, and that's where the works of God can get you in heaven. So even if you have nothing here, you're still working for your place in heaven. So just remember that. I know I'm getting off of the story here, but all right. Verse 13. Or was it verse 12? I'll just read verse 12 again, I guess. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost his savour, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on the hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So, let people see you worshiping God. Let people, tell people about God. Explain what, if they're asking questions or if they're, saying stuff, just explain to them how God says things throughout the Bible and stuff. Let the light shine from God onto other people. And that is good works. That's works right there, and it will glorify God and Jesus. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these less commandments, and shall teach men, so he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of judgment. But, and remember what Jesus said about that commandment. He also said, I remember saying, he said, Moses wrote down the 10 Commandments. It wasn't these specific words, but it was somewhere along the lines, thou shalt not kill. But I say, if you have hate in your heart against your brother or against anyone, and that is what he's referring to, you've already committed it. You have so much hate against this person because, you want them to die. I mean, you're already committing it in your heart. So, that's still a sin. Even if you don't physically do it, it's still a sin. But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother will shall a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. See there, I guess I could have waited a verse, but yeah, there it is right there. So, he's saying, I say unto you, because he's saying, thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill would be in danger of judgment. But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of judgment. Without a cause shall be in danger of judgment. Just like, basically, you shouldn't be angry at them as much as you should be praying for them. They're there. They may have, even if it is your brother, if it's somebody across the street, or, just somebody you bumped into, or, your boss and he's a jerk. Don't hate him. Don't say stuff behind his back. Pray for him. Take that time that you're sitting there complaining about it and pray for him, and things will change. I promise you. Alright, go ahead and continue this one. But I say to you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, recall, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hell fire. Therefore, if you bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that the brother hath aught against thee, leave thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whiles thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Verily I say unto you, thou shalt be by no means come out thence till thou hast paid the uttermost farthing. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not commit adultery. I remember this one too. I explained this one to you. He's saying, okay, Moses said in the Ten Commandments, God told him to write down, Thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her, hath committed adultery with it already in his heart. Basically saying, you should not commit adultery. But if you're sitting there looking at a woman with lust, or anything for that matter, because you can have lust after anything, whether it's your job or your cars or whatever, but this is the biggest one, lusting after another person, and you're already sinning by looking at them the wrong way or thinking about it the wrong way. You've already committed it. It's already in your heart. It's already a sin. So it's something to keep in mind. Just pray for your mind to be at peace. And that's for like a lot of things. So you can lust after anything. Anything. Whether it's like I said, your job, or you're obsessed with cars, or you're obsessed with working out. You're lusting after them things, and you'd rather do that than read the Bible or pray or go to church or whatever. So just keep that in mind and just pray about it. Let's see where we are at here. Oh yeah, there we are. All right, verse 29. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that the whole body should be cast into hell. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of the members should perish, and not that the whole body should be cast into hell. It hath been said, Whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorcement. But I say unto you, that whosoever putteth away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causeth her to commit adultery. And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committeth adultery. Again, ye have heard that it hath been said them of the old time, Thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thine oaths. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne. So you see, a lot of people say, I swear to, and then use God's name, and then say something. That's a sin. That's actually really okay, if you were to say a curse word, that's, not far from it. That's still a sin. You're still, you're swearing against God. You're swearing against His kingdom. So, many people might not know that, but, so if you have somebody says it, make sure you tell them that, that is a sin. That is that's a bad word, basically. So, and that's what he's saying here. Nor by the earth, for it is his footstool. neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst make one hair white or black. But let the communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. Ye have heard that it hath been said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. So obviously you could see that thing's been going on for a very long time. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you, that ye resist not evil, but whosoever shall smite thee on the right cheek, turn to him also the other one. So, turn the other cheek. There's another way of saying that. Instead of an eye for an eye or tooth for a tooth, just turn the other cheek. And if any man will sue thee at the law, and take away thy coat, let him have thy cloak also. And whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile, go with him twain. Give to him that asketh thee, and from him and would borrow of thee, turn not thou away. Ye have heard that if hath been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. And for somebody to do that, for Jesus, for example, the Romans were his enemy at that point. And, they were torturing him, they were whipping him, they were beating him, they put a crown of thorns on his head. I mean, they beat him to the point that Mary couldn't even recognize who he was. And then they put nails through his hands and hung him up on a cross for hours until he died. And he loved them, even though they did that. Anybody today would not love them. Anybody today would not hang on a cross for the world, for generations of people to come. But Jesus did. He's saying here, it's saying love thy neighbor and hate thy enemy. Jesus is saying love your enemy and love thy neighbor. Even the people in other countries, they're people. They're not any different than us. You might look different, you might have a different skin color, but you're still a human being. You're still a child of God. You're still you still have been created by God, and that's why God put us all here to be together and to love each other. Even if they're cursing you, they're hating you, they're trying to destroy you, destroy everything you have, love them and pray for them. And in doing so, you will be blessed, and you will bless God, and you could bless that person as well that you're praying for. That ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven, for he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and the unjust. For if ye love them which love you, that reward have ye. Do not even the publicans the same? And if ye salute your brethren only, what do ye more than others? Do not even the publicans so? But ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. That was an incredible chapter. Absolutely amazing, and a lot of good things that Jesus said through there. I know what some of this means. I don't know what everything means. So, I'm but this is how we learn, by reading it and by understanding it. And sometimes you might read through this and you might come back and read through it again, and God's going to show you what it means this time to help you through your life. So I hope you guys got something out of this, and really understand what God's trying to say here, especially the stuff that I explained and stuff. And just thank you for watching. Please watch my other videos, and just if you guys like to recommend a different type of book in here, like Corinthians or Galileans or whatever, or Galatians, I meant, sorry, or a verse, or need something to be explained to, or want to correct me on something, just comment in the comments. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Just keep praying and take it easy.